Hey Matt, this is Kate Bortinsky. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's in it for her? Well, the answer's simple. Oftentimes, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how to improve their online marketing strategy. And other times, the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. I have found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hand and saying, "Hey Kate, I like you. Can you just handle this for me?" So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've seen and you're thinking, yeah, this information could really move the needle for my business, shoot me a message and we can have a deeper conversation. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I give you and do it yourself, that works for me too. No harm, no foul. So now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So let's dive into the first thing that I want to go over, which is content. What is content? Content is how Google knows what you do and who you do it for. Content is the information highlighted on your website that Google is sending back to their algorithm to tell them what you should be found for. There's also content that you can't read that's embedded in your images, but Google is able to read this content. So if you right-click on your images and hit Save As, you can rename these files to include relevant keywords. By optimizing this text, it helps Google to better understand your content. So when we don't have enough content, and specifically keyword-rich content that your customers are searching for, how would Google know what to show your business for? We have found that most sites ranking in the top spots on Google have a minimum of 1,500 to 2,200 words on their website, and they're using the right keyword content throughout there. So I've gone ahead and plugged your site into a word counter, and right now your site's sitting at 894 words. Now I also checked one of your competitors, Ultimate Body in Brighton, and they have 1,231 words on their homepage. So they're using more keyword-rich content than you are, and that's helping capture more visibility and clicks. Another part of content is your page performance. So I'm pulling up PageSpeed Insights, which is a Google-based tool that tells us the health of your site. Your accessibility, your best practices, and your SEO are performing great. But we come to the overall performance score, it's pretty low at a 50. This is just above their critical level. So when I scroll down a little bit, it's taking just shy of 8 seconds to load your homepage on a mobile device. Now, Google says that 53% of users leave a page if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. So since yours is more than double that, imagine the amount of clients that you've lost because of this. So how do we solve this problem? So it's telling us here that some of your images are too large. So we'll need to reduce those. And then also it's telling us down here that you have unused JavaScript. So what that really means is that your site's being bogged down by some of these things happening behind the scenes. And these are very common issues when users use Wix. And they're just known as a platform that relies heavily on extra code, which makes their websites overall function a lot slower than other competitor websites. So you should really consider moving to a modern, more AI-friendly platform that moves faster and is better optimized for Google search. So when we also talk about content, that encompasses your keywords that Google recognizes you for. So this is the tool I use called Ahrefs. Anyone can use it. I pay a few $100 a month for it. Essentially, it gives me behind the scenes insights showing keywords that you're ranking for and other such cool behind the scene info. So when I ran a quick search of your website, you're showing up for 14 keywords. So here's what Google thinks that your site is related to. Livingston Auto with 100 searches a month, and you're sitting in the 2nd position. Get Detailed, Michigan, Auto One Howell, and Auto One Howell, Michigan. And so these together have about 40 searches a month. And so where there's room for improvement here is targeting keywords like detailing howl, window tint howl, ceramic coating howl. And you're ranking #1 across all of these howl searches, which is fantastic. But also I want to throw in here that since Howell and Brighton are so close to each other, another recommendation that I have for you is to add a service page for Brighton so that you can target some of the traffic from there too. For instance, I did a quick search and car detailing in Brighton is getting 60 searches a month. So that extra traffic is not finding you. And I'll show that in a moment to see what is actually pulling up there. So the first thing that you need to do to dominate your competition online is incorporate more keyword-rich content throughout your homepage and consider switching to a more updated website platform that doesn't slow down your speed search. You'll have a happier user and they won't click to a competitor when given the opportunity. So now we're going to check this out. When we Google car detailing Brighton, Michigan, again, I'm going to use this because it gets 60 searches a month. So on Google, the first thing that we'll always see is the sponsored ads section at the top. And Google Ads can be a great option to generate some quick leads and be at the top of Google, but they can also kind of be a gamble because some people use ad blockers, so they won't see those ads, and other people just skipped right past to either the map section or to the organic search section. So they won't work for everyone, but for some users, it is a great option to get in front of them. So now moving to the second key thing that I want to show you today, and that's citations. So you're probably thinking, what's a citation and why do they matter? That's a great question. So you can see here, this is the Google Maps section, or what we refer to as the map pack. And you can see the business's name, address, phone number, all listed here. That is known as your NAP. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So basically, a citation is just your name, address, and phone number listed on Yelp, the BBB, Yellow Pages, Facebook, and a couple hundred other directories. So now you might be asking yourself, hey Kate, how do I rank in maps? So let me explain the #1 thing that you can do today to push your business up the map pack. Generally speaking, most companies in the #1 spot on Google have around 150 citations. So when you have more citations than your competitors, you gain more trust from Google than they do, which pushes you above them in the map pack. So now you're probably thinking, great, how do I do that? It's really simple. I use sites like WhiteSpark or Bright Local that will tell me exactly what directories your competition is listed on, and from there, I'll literally go down the list and get you on the same ones. But I don't stop there, because we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 150 citations, we want to match them and add 100 to 200 more, so it takes them a long time to catch back up. If you spend some time getting yourself more citations than these top businesses in the map pack, you can take over the top spot, and that would generate more business for you guys. So now let's talk about the third and final key thing that I want to cover with you today, and that's link juice, also referred to as backlinks. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So when we scroll down past the map pack, this is the organic search section. Your presence in Howell, like I mentioned, is fantastic, but there's an opportunity to grow your business by attracting more clients in Brighton. You can see here that your site is not found in the top 3 spots. You are sitting in the 4th spot. That first spot on Google gets about 39% of the clicks, while the second spot only gets 18%. So that top spot is where you want to be, and to be there, you need authority. So how do we get authority? Well, it all comes down to your backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this gives site B authority. It's kind of like a popularity contest, and the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link is. So let me give you a real-world example. If you get a local blog or industry-related site, such as one of your suppliers, like maybe Tint Depot or 3D, linking back to you, that's a great backlink. But if you're an auto detailing company and you get a backlink from, say, M Street linking back to you, that's not so great because you don't sell desserts. So let's go back over to Ahrefs and look at your backlinks. So when we get in here, we can see that you've got 21 backlinks. But when I filter out the spam links, it shows that you've got 10 good backlinks. So now let's go back to Ultimate Body and click on their backlinks to see what they've got. So they're sitting at 391 backlinks. And when I filter out their spam links, they're at 383 backlinks. So these are stronger, more relevant sources that are giving them more power than your website. Now, once again, not all backlinks are created equal. By adding even one good relevant backlink, it can be worth more authority to Google than over 100 irrelevant backlinks. So how do we get more backlinks? Well, with Ahrefs here, we can see exactly which sites are linking back to them, and we can go get those same links for your business. We also have a list of our favorite detailing and auto-related backlinks that are specific to your niche. Getting you to the top of Google across the county, since it's your name, it's not magic, it's a method, and I've shown you this method today. So in closing, getting into the top of Google across the county, since that's part of your name, it's not magic, it's a method, and I've shown you this method today. So in closing, we've gone over first, content. You need to incorporate more keyword-rich content with at least 1,500 to 2,200 words on your homepage. And also consider moving to a different website hosting platform that's more user-friendly and will increase the user experience. Second, citations. You need to have 100 to 200 more citations to beat out your nearest competition by a landslide. Third, link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing to your website to show Google that you have more authority than your competitors do. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number one across Google. So what now? Well, you can either take this information that I've shared with you today and run with it on your own. Again, I'm totally cool with that. No harm, no foul. Just send me a quick note you've watched this video and your thoughts about it. I would really appreciate your feedback. However, if you're looking to partner with an industry expert that can generate some quality, keyword-rich content and get more citations than your competitors while helping you dominate the backlink game, you can give me a call at 810-358-5645 and we can have a deeper conversation. Once again, this is Kate Bortinsky and my phone number is 810-358-5645. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.